pretty sure he's not gonna punch me. Well, I know what it is. I got a friggin' flu.
We might get delayed.
What'd he say? It's not Rainforest Cafe? It's gonna be tight. Is this the front? Keep it going for Dana White, everybody. Keep it going. Let's go. Let's go. Today we leave, land in Boise, because that's where we clear customs. I don't know why the US doesn't let us clear customs in a normal airport. Then San Diego, I give a talk at Techstars, then head over to Kent Clothier's podcast first, and then Rich Sumner's real estate podcast downtown San Diego, and then we fly to Orange County for event dinner for Empire Builder, which I'm super excited about.
Thanks for joining us for a little adventure this morning.
Oh, I love it.
We didn't see this coming.
Honestly, if it's not unique and different, I won't do it. This is really cool. You know, I always find it funny when I get asked to speak and I'm on a university campus because I didn't even go to university or really graduate high school, so this is always kind of surreal for me. I struggled, 17, got out of rehab. What happened for me is two things. One, writing code became my new addiction. It literally filled the void that had been left from getting in trouble with the law. And two, starting companies became the ultimate personal development program. Because what I've learned a long time ago is life doesn't get easier, we just get better. Oh, that's a great question. So you talk to a lot of customers, which customers should you listen to? First off, they gotta pay me, okay? Oh, and it's funny, but some of you guys take feedback from people that ain't paying you shit, so don't. But customer development is a real science, and there's a bunch of great books you should read about it, because it's not as easy as me just saying that. There's actually like the right questions for the different things you're trying to solve for. Make sense? Cool. There you go, Brian, it's an honor. Hey guys, appreciate you guys having me. You know what's funny? Let's just do this and we'll do digital after.
Do what?
Like we'll just sign these.
Like.
Yeah, because dude, I'm not scanning these in. You know what I mean? I'm like, who's scanning this in? My brain ain't working at all. Well, I know what it is. I got a friggin' flu. I've been in bed sick for 3 days. And then up and down on the jet doesn't help. Probably the sinus infection. Oh man, my eye's leaking.
Why don't you cancel?
I never cancel.
No?
Never, ever, 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 ever. Why would I cancel? Because I feel discomfort. I mean, I feel bad that people don't get my A game, but the truth is I've been doing this for so long that I think even not my A game's pretty good. We are heading to Rich Sumner's studio. It's still fucking awesome. Like, we were in Kelowna, and now we're in San Diego. Gonna go hang with the group. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
No, dude, I'm excited.
You're a big dude, man. You're a lot bigger than on camera. I'm like, man.
Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that?
So these folks that are buying, various types of businesses for their holdco, it seems to me that they don't necessarily need to be the expert in whatever line of business that is.
Rich, it's gonna piss people off when I answer this question. Being a business owner doesn't require you to know anything about business. I can buy a restaurant tomorrow, hire a restaurant operator for about 300 grand a year, and have a very successful restaurant. I do not know how to make a sandwich. I mean, I do, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to be a restaurateur.
Mm-hmm.
You should invest in the things you know about, right?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, business is more about people and strategy, not necessarily the tactics, because I can buy the tactics.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Dan.
Hi, nice to meet you, Elisa.
Ken, how's it going, sir? It's good to see you, man.
Life.
I'm doing amazing.
You ready?
Yeah, ready to rock. Let's do it.
Tell everybody, how did it all begin? How'd you? I mean, you definitely had a little bit of a rough
I call it colorful childhood. You know, ended up in prison twice by the time I was 17. Jail, juvenile detention the first time I was 15. And what happened is I was in prison and I had a guard named Brian sit me down and kind of have a conversation with me. He just shakes his head and he goes, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "Well, I got in the fight with Kirk." And he goes, "No." He goes, "What are you doing in this place?" And I was like, "Doesn't make sense to me, Dan. Like, I've been working here for 10 years and I need you to understand that you don't belong here." It just planted a seed. I mean, at the time, again, I'm 16, 17, like, I broke down. I got super emotional, and I see you trying to get, you know, your GED done and stay out of the politics in prison. There's a lot of stuff that goes on, and so I just kind of took that as inspiration, and probably 2 months after that I got released, and that was where, like, I had to rebuild my identity, my self-worth, my emotions, a lot of meaning stuff that we know in personal development today. The thing I'm most proud of today, even though I've, you know, built and exited companies and, you know, became incredibly wealthy, is the fact that I go and I speak to those kids like 2-3 times a year. It's still a big part of my life. Business stuff, the software stuff, you know, the best-selling author stuff, that's like, I'm grateful for it. But what I'm really here to do is inspire other at-risk youth to, you know, hopefully go down a different path. Yeah. Cool. All right, is it here? Awesome.
Good, how are you?
I'm Dan.
I'm Natalie.
Hey.
Very nice to meet you. Where's
Chad. Chad, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah, Shane, how's it going? Yeah. Is this us here? Natalie, where do you like to have the guests?
Right here.
Right here.
This is your spot.
Welcome
to the Hopeaholics podcast.
Yeah, your story is incredible. I love stories like yours because it goes from not doing so well at a very young age and then was able to transform their life into what you are today with not only a beautiful family, super successful in business, and totally polar opposite from your childhood of, like, they must be so proud of you.
My dad, I was talking to him this morning. So I just hosted an event at the Waldorf, which, you know, is a beautiful property. And
Absolutely.
my dad Googled it when he found out where I was doing it. And he's just like,
Like, who are you?
yeah, like, when did this, like, did you have a plan to do this? Like, how did this all happen? And I go, you know, the truth is just, I think I just woke up every day and tried to figure it out.
Anybody that you want a podcast that's in this area, this studio is yours.
Oh, thank you so
yeah,
much.
whatever you're in
Yeah,
town.
the
that's
studio is
cool.
all yours.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so we might get delayed
How long?
or diverted.
How long? So the challenge is that we need to be in Vegas. There's a weather storm in Vegas, so we're going to be redirected to Eugene. That's about 25 minutes further, but then with the driver and getting things sorted, we should be good. Interview with Dana White's at 2 o'clock. There's a shuttle we have to catch because everything's shut down in Vegas. It's going to be tight, but we're used to it, so we're just going to make it happen. Is this the front? Okay, where is it? Excuse me, have you seen a shuttle with a YPO on the side of it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, is that what these guys do? If we want a taxi, do we work with you? Heading to Rainforest Cafe. Rainforest Cafe is?
second floor?
What did he say? It's not Rainforest Cafe? This is a Rainforest Cafe. We're here for the YPO event, yeah. Is there an entrance? I'm following you, dude. Hey, I'm with Timothy. I've been waiting for him. Hey, I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you.
Your name?
Dan. My name's Hope.
Oh, sorry, Hope. Good to
How you
see
doing,
man?
How's it going?
I'm doing incredible. This is my buddy Sam.
Hey,
He runs all creative stuff. If you've watched my content, Sam and his team
nice,
takes care
awesome.
of it. Yeah.
So you're ready? You're ready to make sure Dana White doesn't punch you? Nothing happens on stage?
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna punch me. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
All right.
Dana, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Dana. Nice
Hey
to meet
Dana, Dan, I'll be interviewing you.
you. Pleasure, Dan.
Nice to meet you. Like literally just watched Theo Von's episode. He literally yesterday the Peloton moment.
My whole phone conversation on the way here. So Peloton.
Yeah,
We
that
go in on
first.
Peloton. Number 2 to Peloton is NordicTrack. NordicTrack calls me today.
They said, let
I
me-
ripped they said we want to replace all the bikes that you took out. We're replacing them. I said, I'll tell you what. Do me a favor too. Give Theo Von a deal with your company. Done. He's the sponsor. Now they're sponsoring his podcast. There you go.
Yeah, so we'll talk business stuff, but then anything you want to double click on, just go with it. No issue.
Whatever. You can ask
Yeah.
me whatever.
Sports friends, take your left hand and your right hand, and please help me welcome Dana White and Dan Martell.
Keep it going for Dana White, everybody. Keep it going. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. When I look at what you've done with, the Steve Will Do It's, the Nelk Boys, you're on Impulsive, but these seem like they're also your friends, so there's nothing disingenuous. How do you choose the people you decide to collaborate with to bring into your world?
Yes, I've created tons of relationships with a lot of these different influencers, and it's no different. I mean, how many of you saw the Theo Von podcast? He had a sponsorship with Peloton. So he has a podcast. When you have a podcast, you want to bring all different types of people on and talk to them and see what they're about, whatever. They had Robert Kennedy Jr. on, okay? And Peloton called and said, take that podcast down now. No amount of money is worth you not being who you are. I went crazy on Peloton yesterday when this thing came out. And,
It was funny watching Theo's brain just connect the dots.
And I have Pelotons in my gym at the UFC. Ripped them out. Peloton's gone.
Gone.
See you later, Peloton.
On the podcast. Get him out of here.
So today I'm at work. NordicTrack reaches out. I put NordicTracks in the gym, and they're going to sponsor Theo Von's podcast.
Clap it up. Clap it up. Oh, so good.
Okay? That's when we find out in life and in business who's who and what's what. We found out. So at this point in my life and at this point in my career, I only want to be in relationships with people that I am aligned with.
On behalf of YPO, let's give it up for Dana White. Anyways,
right.
Thanks again.
Pleasure. Nice
All right.
to meet you, and thanks.
No, my pleasure. Nice meeting you, Lori. You're literally the first person I called, just so you know. Marty, how long have you known Dan Martell?
25 years?
25, 26 years. If I would have told you that was gonna happen, what the?
You know what I will say?
What will you say?
Is 10 years ago, I would have said 8 years ago, I would have said this is possible.
Impossible. Impossible.
I believe in you, buddy.
But this is what's crazy. It's gotten to the point now where there's nothing I could say that you're like, oh, you know what I mean?
Well, I honestly, I got goosebumps right now.
I don't even understand what just happened. All right. Love you, man.
Proud of you, man.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
If I did a sales call right now, I wouldn't even have to talk. My conviction right now and confidence is through the roof.